So I've been kind of going through this thing today. I mean, I think maybe I've been going through it for a while, and I think it's partly why I've been taking so long to write this book. But it's just, I don't know, there's a lot of self doubt, I guess, involved. I'm just thinking, do I even have another book in me? Like after writing that first book, uh, it's been it's been a while since I wrote the book, but since I wrote my first book, but I was like, I don't know, I was just in a different mode when I wrote that one. And when I'm writing this one, I just don't know if I have the same energy or whether I'm have this that same mindset that I did when I was writing the first one. Um, and so, I kind of wonder. I think what has happened is that I didn't really have any pressure to produce with the first book. But now that I wrote the first book and now that I'm trying to build a platform, I now feel the pressure of needing to write a second book and continue with another book after that. And that kind of, you're not able to just completely focus on passion for the story when you have that kind of a mindset. So, what I did today is I tried to recalibrate my feelings about writing this book. Um, I'm still writing it, so don't get me wrong there. I'm still writing it. But I just had to really take a moment and get my mindset, like, I guess, really in tune with what the character or characters are going through and that particular moment instead of just writing basically what happens. Because I think when I wrote my first book, I had a lot of very deep feeling moments, even in my first draft. And that's kind of what I'm looking for. That's kind of the same feeling that I'm looking for when I'm writing now. It's just a little bit difficult to recreate, especially with me trying to do these videos and trying to keep up with people on social media, and build a platform and wondering if I'm doing the right thing and wondering if I can get this book out on time. It's just a whole lot of stuff. But I think if I'm able to just quiet all of that noise, then I'll be able to get through the book faster, and I'll be able to do it to the level that I'd like to do it for a first draft. I don't want it to be completely awful and need a complete rewrite. I mean, I'll go through that if I need to, but I would rather it have some kind of artistic value by the time I'm done with the first draft, at least. Um, so I don't know. That's just the struggle I've been going through. But I did write some today. I got about 562 words done. Um, yeah. So that's that's basically what I've been going through. I'm just trying to keep up that momentum. I know you hear me saying this every day, just trying to keep up the momentum, but it's true. Another thing that I did was I tweeted and put on Facebook today that I kind of need to stop listening to YouTube videos and podcasts about writing as a business or being an author as a business or running a business or marketing yourself or building a brand. I want to calm all that down because I feel like I've fallen out of balance with how I mean, the thing is for me is as you know, I drive up to work, 45 minutes if I'm lucky. That's the least amount of time that it takes for me to get to work. It might be upwards of like 55 minutes for me to get from home to work and then back after work. So in all that time, I mean, I don't want to listen to the same five songs on the radio. Um, I would rather listen to something that would help me grow or help educate me about what I should do. And so that's why I kind of started listening to a lot of different podcasts and stuff. Um, and, kind of using these people as mentors since it's so hard to find one. Um, and it's been helpful. It's been helpful, but I think right now what I need to do is kind of take a step back from that so that I'm able to focus more on the writing because I feel me trying to put all of that work, all of that stuff into practice has kind of, it's just kind of thrown me off balance. I think I may have placed I may have gotten my priorities out of whack a little bit. So putting writing back on the top of my list, that has to be my number one goal, my number one priority, because if I'm going to be an author, then I need to write. So I just, ask you to pray for me. Help me get through this book. I do see that I am getting some views now, so I appreciate that. And if you're watching, please give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment. I made a note today that I was going to end the video with a question to hopefully engage you guys and hopefully get some comments from you. But I didn't prepare a question, and I can't think of one right now. So I will. Okay, well, here's a question before we go. And I know and you see, this is so unedited that all my ums and all of my spacey thoughts are still in here. Hopefully that's a part of the charm for you and it's not just annoying. But what do you do to cultivate your creativity? What do you do? I mean, do you ever have those moments where you need to quiet everything so that you can continue to be creative? What do you do to get rid of the noise of your life in order to be creative? I guess that's the answer that's the question that I'm asking you. I don't know whether it's a good question or not, but I'm putting it out there. I'll try to come up with better questions later. But there you go. So let me know and let's talk about it. All right. If you like any of these videos, please share them. Let people know that I'm out here trying to do this. I appreciate you watching. See ya.